Nicola Coughlan's fashion evolution has been nothing short of stunning. Since rising to fame with Dairy Girls and Bridgerton, she has transformed into a red carpet icon with the help of stylist Amy Croysdale. From her early days of casual street style to gracing Vogue's Best Dressed list, Coughlan has consistently pushed fashion boundaries. Whether dazzling in custom Dior at the 2025 SAG Awards, making a statement at Vogue World with a striking headpiece, or channeling Barbie glam at the Barbie premiere, she effortlessly blends elegance with modern flair. Yet, despite her impeccable event looks, she remains refreshingly down-to-earth, embracing comfort and individuality in her everyday wardrobe. Nicola Coughlan's stunning style transformation. The real question is, has Nicola Coughlan's stunning transformation ever included an outfit that people didn't love? The Bridgerton star has proven herself to be a leading lady not only on set, but on the red carpet as well. Since teaming up with stylist Amy Croysdale in 2020, Coughlan has been an unstoppable fashion force, consistently finding herself on best-dressed lists of prestigious publications like Vogue UK. Coughlan credits Croysdale for her contributions to her success in the realm of fashion. However, in an op-ed with Harper's Bazaar in 2024, she revealed that, despite the impeccable and glamorous outfits curated for star-studded events and award ceremonies, it's sometimes jarring how deeply unfashionable I am in my day-to-day life. It's a comfort to know that one of the most dazzling women in the world still rocks a cringy sweater on her off days. Longtime fans may know that she hasn't always been the glitziest of gals. Though Coughlan had other jobs before becoming famous, her role as Claire Devlin in Channel 4's hit sitcom, Dairy Girls, marked the beginning of her swift rise to fame in 2018 and is part of why Penelope Featherington from Bridgerton looks so familiar to many. The role brought with it great success and recognition in the industry, especially with the series' release on Netflix in 2019, which opened it up to worldwide viewership. There weren't many designer gowns and personal stylists before Coughlan secured her role in Bridgerton, but fans can see the sparks of future fashion promise in some of her early Instagram posts. Looking back on those photos from the late 2010s gives fans a clear look into how much Nicola Coughlan's style has transformed since her career has taken off. Coughlan kept it casual in the Dairy Girls days. Before the days of expert style guidance and immense budgets for fashion, Nicola Coughlan was posting photos in what most would describe as regular, casual street clothes, jeans, print t-shirts and sweaters, and the occasional going-out outfit like the one she wore for the wrap-up party for Dairy Girls after the end of the first series, via Instagram. The majority of Coughlan's Instagram posts from 2016 to 2019 are snapshots of herself in the costume for the role she was playing at the time, though some snaps of her personal life show that much more casual side of her closet. That isn't to say that she lacked a sense of fashion at that time, though. In fact, Coughlan has been in touch with her individual style since childhood. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Coughlan noted that growing up, kids had their own distinct style, and she aspired to the skater girl aesthetic. She also lamented in the presence of stylistic hegemony in young people today, saying, "Nowadays, I think kids feel like they need to look a very specific way. I hope we haven't lost that individuality, because having those tribes we fit into is such a nice part of growing up." Coughlan set herself apart as a style icon after earning her role in Bridgerton. 2020 was the year that brought Nicola Coughlan into the limelight of the fashion world. After landing the role of Penelope Featherington in Bridgerton, Coughlan began working with professional stylist Amy Croysdale for the series' press tour and red carpet events. At this time, Coughlan was equipped not only with her own unique sense of style, but with the expertise of a professional in the field who helped her curate the looks that defined her as a fashion standout. Coughlan explained the working relationship between herself and Croysdale to Harper's Bazaar, stating, "It's so fun to work with someone with that extensive knowledge. When I was first starting out, you just want to go, oh yeah, that's fine, everything's great. But now I think myself and Amy have such a shorthand that we both know when something isn't working and we can move on quite quickly. Amy always has so many different options, ideas, and such passion, so she's always a pleasure to work with." A standout outfit from that breakthrough year was the off-white baby doll dress with eyelet lace details at the hem coupled with a pair of statement hot pink block heels that Coughlan wore for her interview with Cosmopolitan UK for their December/January issue. The casual fit and fabric of the garment gives the impression of effortlessness and plenty of wearability. Her L'Italia x Bridgerton photoshoot was nothing short of ethereal. Later in 2020, Nicola Coughlan's expert styling and photogenic qualities were the essential ingredients for the fashion dream come true that was her photoshoot with L'Italia to promote Bridgerton. The black and white photo shows Coughlan wearing a tiered ruffled dress of floral embroidered tulle that features sheer, puff sleeves and a frilled V-shaped neckline designed by Simone Rocha. The romantic, feminine silhouette of the dress is accentuated by the delicate details and airy textures. Despite the volume of the sleeves and tiers, Coughlan is not lost in the garment. On the contrary, Coughlan poses with elegant confidence that assures the viewer that she is still the main focus of the picture rather than the dress. The style also lends itself to Bridgerton's overall aesthetic with floral motifs and a classic, almost vintage shape. This makes it easy for the viewer to connect the contemporary image to the aesthetic values of the Regency era, which is the setting of the series. Nicola Coughlan was one of Vogue's best-dressed women in 2021. Just 1 year after the premiere of Bridgerton, the accompanying red carpet photo ops and international award shows where Coughlan was able to display her stylistic growth and impressive collection of designer garments, she earned her a spot on the British Vogue 2021 list of best-dressed women. According to the publication, Coughlan delivered stunning looks at multiple high-profile events throughout the year, including the SAG Awards, the TV BAFTAs, and the British Vogue x Tiffany & Company. Fashion and film dinner. To each respective event, Coughlan wore a black Christian Siriano gown featuring a dramatic capelet with a ruffled hem, lace sleeves, and a sheer overskirt with another ruffled hem, then an eye-catching orange hoop hem dress with a squared illusion neckline and matching orange mesh designed by Valentino, and finally, a pastel pink Simone Rocha baby doll dress with a shape similar to the piece she wore for her Cosmopolitan feature the previous year, also designed by Rocha. These three examples of Coughlan's style choices display the refreshing diversity of her wardrobe, switching from edgy and Gothic-inspired to modern geometric shapes and bright solid color, to ethereal, soft, feminine, and romantic frills. Coughlan is able to deliver a wide array of looks, pushing the envelope and diving into high-fashion concepts without appearing to try too hard to keep her image fresh. She stunned in a pink satin masterpiece on RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Nicola Coughlan makes no secret of being a huge fan of the RuPaul's Drag Race franchise. In 2019, in response to the premiere of the competition's expansion to the UK, she shared a post on Instagram that featured a carousel of throwback photos from what appeared to be the mid-2010s, in which she poses excitedly with some of the most famous drag queens who have appeared on the televised competition through the years, including Katya Zomolokakova, Chad Michael, Courtney Act, and others. The caption read, "No one, so Nicola, why do you feel you are qualified to be a guest judge?" Meet Exhibit A. In her throwback photos, Coughlan featured in clubwear of various styles, including a baby pink V-neck bodycon dress, a teal cold shoulder piece that absolutely screams 2010, and other outfits that displayed the qualities of that era of party dresses. Since those photos were taken and posted, Coughlan's closet experienced a major shift, and when her dream of being a part of the judging panel for Drag Race UK came true in 2021, she absolutely delivered on the main stage. For her time on the show, Coughlan chose to wear a custom Alberta Ferretti pink satin gown featuring a bow-like bodice, knee-length skirt, long train, and bright red shoes for contrast. The dress was fun, flamboyant, and undeniably fashion-forward, making it a perfect choice for this momentous personal achievement. Nicola Coughlan rocked a custom black dress for the Glamour Women of the Year awards. When thinking of Nicola Coughlan's go-to color palette, one would likely envision her wrapped in varying shades of soft pastels. Though that is frequently the case, Coughlan isn't afraid to lean into her darker side for a bit of contrast and drama. For her appearance at the 2021 Glamour Woman of the Year awards, Coughlan wore a custom black jacquard lace gown created by designer Amelia that featured a squared neckline and softly corseted bodice that served as a parallel between her personal wardrobe and her Bridgerton costumes. Wickstead added a sternum-height cutout to add visual interest and break up the dark heavy fabric to keep it from being too solid and overpowering. Coughlan accessorized the look with an assortment of Swarovski pieces, including drop earrings, rings, and bracelets, to add luxury and brightness to the look. Although Coughlan once thought she was going to get axed from Bridgerton, rocking auburn hair at this event increased her resemblance to her on-screen persona, Penelope Featherington. Her gold headpiece at Vogue World in 2023 was unforgettable. For Vogue World, London in 2023, Nicola Coughlan partnered with designer Harris Reed to merge old Hollywood glamour with eye-catching, envelope-pushing aspects, namely, the giant black and gold headpiece that beautifully blended elements of camp with iconic mainstays of a high-profile fashion. The back of the gown evokes the sleek yet romantic elements of quintessential, timeless elegance. A satin collar wraps around the bust like a shawl, and the velvet body of the gown offers a contrast in texture, giving an opposite effect to the light reflecting sheen of the satin. Reed spared no expertise in the creation of the gown. The charm is palpable and the impression is nothing if not classic, but what demands the eye of the viewer is undoubtedly the huge circular headpiece. In a video of Coughlan's event prep process shared by Vogue, she gushes over the headpiece, explaining that the metallic gold inner circle is actually made of recycled theater curtains, paying a subtle homage to the impact of Coughlan's past, present, and future in acting. Coughlan also excitedly references the immense size of the piece, noting that she has to walk sideways, like a crab, she notes, through doorways to keep from bumping into things. She recalls how much she enjoyed watching the drama and artistry of such events like Vogue World, London on TV, and was glad to be able to contribute something fun to the event for the sake of those watching at home. Everyone remembers Coughlan's iconic gown from the Barbie premiere. Dripping in jewels doesn't begin to describe Coughlan's icy blue and silver Jackson Wiederhoeft grown for the London premiere of Barbie in 2023. According to Vogue, when brainstorming with Jacqueline Duran, the costume designer for the film, Coughlan was asked what she would like to wear as diplomat Barbie. Coughlan drew inspiration from her favorite childhood doll, Sparkle Eyes Barbie, and asked that her costume include elements similar to the dress worn by that model. The same inspiration carried over into the Wiederhoeft gown Coughlan wore at the London premiere of the film. Coughlan told Vogue, "When this movie first came about, I was like, this is going to be the funnest red carpet. I thought it'd be amazing to reference the look from the movie, so when I spoke to stylist Amy Croysdale, I said I'd love to wear something silver and inspired by the Sparkle Eyes Barbie." The custom two-tone piece is complete with hundreds of Swarovski glass crystals hand-sewn into the fabric at perfect intervals, giving the gown the appearance of being drenched in gems. Coughlan accessorized with dramatic drop earrings and metallic silver pumps to complement the bodice and detachable sleeves of the dress. Coughlan brought a modern edge to period drama at the Bridgerton Series 3 premiere. After Nicola Coughlan had to miss the premiere of Bridgerton Series 2 due to testing positive for COVID-19, she made sure to show up and show out for the events surrounding the release of the show's third series. Coughlan's style often reflects silhouettes found in many of her Regency-era costumes or classic gown shapes that serve as timeless staples in the fashion world, but for the premiere of Season 3 of Bridgerton, she opted for a gown with a modern twist. The ivory, silk taffeta peplum gown by Danielle Frankel features a train, sharp angles, and sleek lines that appear to stray from the soft frills and flounces of much of Coughlan's designer wardrobe. The gown's bodice is detailed with an elevated panel, which creates the slight V-shaped neckline and cuts into the off-the-shoulder straps. Most of the sharpness comes from the stark angles of the peplum center cutout and the structure of the fabric at the hips on top of the floor-length pencil skirt. Harper's Bazaar notes that the gown is an updated and customized version of a wedding gown created by the designer, which is fitting considering the romantic premise of the franchise. To accessorize, Coughlan added opera gloves in a matching ivory tone as well as emerald earrings by Chopard, a Swiss sustainable luxury brand, which is a nod to Coughlan's commitment to sustainable fashion. She knows how to layer an outfit. Knowing how to utilize layers and texture is an integral part of constructing an outfit that will leave a lasting impression. Being able to blend garments of varied tailoring techniques to build a distinct shape that still makes sense to the viewer is a skill that Nicola Coughlan and her stylist, Amy Croysdale, have mastered and displayed time and time again. A notable example of this feat is the ensemble Coughlan wore to the Toronto premiere of Bridgerton Series 3 Part 2 in 2024. Her pleated lavender mini dress and voluminous gathered Mikado jacket created by designer Sarah Emrad was a departure from the full-length gowns and well-tailored suits of other events, but that change lent itself to its immense dramatic impact. The giant jacket trails at length behind her, offering contrast not only in color, but in length and texture when compared to the relatively demure organza folds of the strapless mini dress beneath. Coughlan opted to keep her accessories understated as to not overwhelm the already striking outfit, choosing free-form gold hoop earrings. Nicola Coughlan dazzled in a custom Dior gown at the SAG Awards in 2025. Leather and pastels were a match made in heaven for Nicola Coughlan's custom Dior ensemble for the 2025 SAG Awards in Los Angeles, California. The ankle-length gown featured a classic Dior silhouette with a wrapped bodice, cinched waist, voluminous A-line skirt, and a monochromatic belted waist. The entire gown was a shade noted specifically as Bridgerton blue to celebrate Coughlan's first solo SAG Award nomination for her performance as Penelope Featherington in the massively successful series. In an interview with Vogue, Coughlan's trusted stylist, Amy Croisdale, states that the inspiration for the look is the quintessential 1950s Dior shape. She told Vogue, "It's a true privilege to bring it to life with the Dior couture team in our favorite shade of blue, a color we've wanted to do for a long time." Coughlan also told the magazine, "It feels quite old Hollywood and very classic Dior." The star and stylist pair decided to add leather gloves and hoop earrings to give a modern feel to the otherwise vintage appearance of the gown.